Hey everybody, you're watching the Christiana 321. I am the Christiana, and we've got to talk about Taylor and Travis. But, okay, so my social media feeds have been just like flooded with Taylor and Travis. Let's tilt you a little bit. I am getting ready to go on a trip, but I got to the train station with a little bit of time to spare, so we're gonna talk. And then I need to get on the train. All right, so there's a few things. A, I don't normally participate or listen to or care about celebrity gossip. Occasionally there'll be a big event that I will, think is very interesting. But for the most part, like I'm not seeking out information, So why is the Taylor and Travis situation different? Because I'm not particularly seeking out information on that either. I really enjoyed the memes, and so the algorithm saw that I had interest in the memes, and now I get all of the information. But the thing that really bothers me, because for the most part, like, there's always celebrity news, and for the most part, I just ignore it. Or I see it, I'm like, oh, they look like they're happy, cute, and I move on with my life, which is kind of how I felt about Taylor and Travis for a while. Was like, they look like they're having fun. Oh, cute. Oh, she's at a football game. Cute. Like, it all just seems like sweet and happy. But because of the nature of Taylor Swift, and I love Taylor Swift. I love like her music. I went to the Eras tour. If you've been around for a while, you know I've been a day two Swiftie. I did not particularly care for the song Tim McGraw. I wonder if now I would like it, because tastes change. I did like her second single, "Teardrops on My Guitar." However, the element that I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, it does feel a little bit weird how much the media cares about Taylor Swift in general. Like, I've heard that certain media organizations have Taylor journalists, like ones that are specifically dedicated to just her. And she's one person. Like, she does a lot, and like at various times there's a lot to talk about with her. I don't feel like there's 24/7 enough to have like a dedicated person, unless you start either getting really invasive and following her to her friend's wedding and being creepers, or you make mountains out of molehills, which is the thing, one of the things that I want to talk about. The second thing I want to talk about is really small and whatever. So, in my news feed, especially Facebook, but also Reddit and a little bit like Instagram and YouTube, in like the Reels short form content, there will be, feels like, dozens of hot takes about Travis finally addresses fill in the blank here on his podcast, and then it'll have the quote or the video, like a video clip of him saying, "I'm gonna keep my personal life personal," which, great, I respect that. But why do I need 24 clickbaity articles about him saying, "I'm not going to talk about this"? Like that. And it's from a bunch of different news sites, but Facebook, especially Facebook, feeds me all of them, and I hate it so much. I'm just I hate the algorithm. The first time I see the clip of his brother asking him about whatever, and he says, that was cool. I enjoyed that. Whatever. The very, normal, withholding the private element of it, but acknowledging this amazing thing that's happening in both of their lives, but, especially his. She did put him on the map, It just makes me mad. And so I blame a couple of things for that. Number one, the algorithm. Just because this feels like if you buy a toilet seat from Amazon and then it just starts suggesting you hundreds of toilet seats. It's like, no, I'm not collecting them. I mean, I guess probably if you're buying a toilet seat, you did actually need the first one. I don't need information about really any celebrity outside of the content that they produce that I enjoy, like Taylor's music. I guess I don't technically need to know when she's gonna produce a new album, but I want to know that. This other stuff is just kind of like, oh, that's cool. I don't need to know, don't really want to know, but if it's there, I like it the first time I see it. And then I'm done. Stop it. Facebook. And other social media sites. Because I don't click on articles on Facebook hardly ever. Because I mean, if you're on Facebook, I feel like I don't have to. The only interesting part of the article is in the title, where it's clickbaity, and it makes me mad. You'll never guess what blah blah blah. Yeah, I probably could have guessed, but because you made this into some weird game, I don't want to. And now I'm mad. And I don't want to be on Facebook anymore. I hate this. Anyway, the second thing is one of the stories that is making the rounds at this moment while I'm filming is that their parents, Taylor's parents and Travis's parents, are going to meet for the first time at the Eagles versus Chiefs game, because Taylor's parents at least were Eagles fans, and now that she's dating somebody on the Chiefs, great, love that. However, if they are actually meeting in the box, the owner's box, wherever their tickets are, if that's where they're meeting during the game for the first time, then I no longer believe a single thing about this relationship. That feels so performative. If you are planning on you and your partner's parents meeting for the first time, are you going to have it happen when you're not present because you're working? No. Now, I fully believe that they'll meet that weekend, but at dinner the night before the game, maybe even I don't know, in the locker room, I don't know, someplace before the game where both Taylor and Travis would be present. Because this is just dumb. Why? If I'm at a work event, I'm not going to invite my partner's parents unless I'm going to be there too. I guess this would be for me, if I was speaking at a conference and my parents and John, my boyfriend's parents, or his mom, were sitting in the audience and we got them seats next to each other, and I could see a scenario where just with flights and whatever else, the way that it worked out, Like, they were both going, or one of them was going directly to the conference so they wouldn't have a chance to meet ahead of time, because we are subject to plane schedules. Travis and Taylor aren't really, because Taylor has a private jet. So I feel like it's unlikely that if this is a real relationship, they would be meeting for the first time, like, during the game. That feels like a media attention grabby thing. But I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm not in their relationship. I'm not in their conversations about logistics about getting to the game. I am gonna be late for my train though. So, good night, sweet dreams. I am sorry for this rant. It was really weird. Check out some of my other stuff. I don't know. I try and put out videos every Thursday and Sunday. I've been consistent for a little while, but I ran out of my backlog, so we'll see if that stays true.